is Precalc lesson 43, number 11. I'm trying to use my cell phone for this, so we'll see. It wants secant negative 7 pi over 6 plus cosecant pi over 3 plus tangent 8 pi over 3. Now, I know I can just go through and I can use the unit multiplier of 180 over pi and do a bunch of fraction math, and I can get these into degrees if I want to. Another option is if I just could memorize that pi over 3 is 60 and pi over 6 is 30, that can always be helpful. Have a unit circle, I can see pi over 6 is 30, pi over 3 is 60. Maybe use my unit circle, so maybe I'll do a little bit of each, not to be confusing, but just hopefully you'll find a method that works the best for you. So if this was my problem, I would probably try not to have to use the unit multiplier. I'll show you how to use the unit multiplier on scratch paper here. I feel like this is probably the long way. If you go 7 pi over, oh, it's hard to write with this thing. I would multiply it by, it doesn't take that long, but I'd go like that. 6 goes in itself. 6 times 3 is 18. 7 times 3 is 21, so that's 210. That's negative 210. Okay, negative 210 degrees. And then I could go, well, where's negative 210 degrees? Well, that would be, that's 180. Be over here somewhere. Okay, and then let's see, 180, 210. It's 30. Right, and then I can get my little triangle. This is 1. This is 2. This is root 3. I can do that. But another way to do it is just probably a faster way is to say, okay, so it's negative pi over 6, negative 7 pi over 6. I know 6 pi over 6 is 180, or it's a halfway around a circle. So really, if you want to try to use your unit circle, you can go like this. I have to go negative 7 pi over 6. So I'm going to go this way around. And I'm going to say, well, this is halfway around the circle would be 6 pi over 6, because that's what pi is. And then just go a little bit more. And that's 150 degrees, which would be negative 210. And also, this will still, you can see this is still a 30 degree. Anyway, either way I think of it, I got to right here. So now I'm going to, let's see, secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So I'm going to find the cosine. Cosine is the c of SOHCAHTOA. So cosine's adjacent over hypotenuse, but I'm going to get the reciprocal, so I'm going to write hypotenuse over adjacent. So hypotenuse is 2, adjacent is root 3. Ew, I got a radical. So this was secant of, if you convert it. And then so secant goes with cosine, and it's in quadrant 2. Cosine's negative in quadrant 2, so now I know it's a negative number. And then cosecant of pi over 3. I just happen to know that pi over 3 is equal to 60 degrees. So if you don't mind, we'll just take that shortcut right now. 60 degrees. It's hard to write with. It's weird holding this iPod. Or holding this phone. It's 30. That's 1. That's 2. What was I looking for? Cosecant of pi over 3. So cosecant goes with sine, and sine is the SO of SOHCAHTOA. So if I want the reciprocal, I'm going to go hypotenuse over opposite. So 2, hey, over root 3, and it's positive. That's funny. Oops. Can I make that into a 2 somehow? Look, they're going to cancel out. That's funny. But then I have plus tangent of 8 pi over 3. Well, I know that 9 pi over 3 would be 3 pi, 8 pi over 3. Let's try going and seeing if we can go around the unit circle 8 pi over 3 times. 8 pi over 3. 6 pi over 3 is once around. 6 pi over 3. Oh, we're going positive way. That would be 6 pi over 3. And then 1 pi over 3. 2 pi over 3. So if you need degrees, so you'd say it's 120 degrees. My triangle is going to be 60. It's over here. Let's make my own. Here, let's make a new triangle. It's over here. Super awkward writing with this thing. This is 1, root 3, this is 2. And what quadrant am I in? Wait, what am I doing? I'm doing tangent. Tangent is, what sign is tangent is negative here. And tangent, oh, it's just plain old tangent. It's not even cotangent, is it? Okay, so plain old tangent, that's the TOA. It's opposite over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent. It's root 3. Oh, it's a minus. Wait, it's minus though. It's plus a negative root 3. So these cancel out, and I got negative root 3 for my answer. And then I can check it by going in the back of the book and make sure. Well, I'll check it before I post the video, but that's how I would do it.